South LA check in, South LA check in. Just real fast, as the night is one of the quietest nights. Now starting the summer of 2022, in the case against the man that murdered rapper Nipsey Hussle, the prosecutor urged that the jurors today convict a man of first-degree murder for a personal attack on the rapper Nipsey Hussle outside a musician's clothing store. And we pretty much know the defense and the prosecutor today pretty much made their closing arguments. And, you know, whatever happens tomorrow, the city will be on tactical alert as the women's protests are obviously every day. We're definitely advocating for women's rights. But there's a lengthy article of the whole case that I'm going to be posting tonight after this video. And I do want to say we held courts in the streets. And you guys reviewed on A Million Hits the Ospreys flying over Nipsey Hussle's store well after the, assassination took place. And we got a chance to hear from, witnesses and that. We also seen the actual scene where, in question, the store being kind of like raided when Nipsey Hussle was actually arrested. I think that was before the award show. And we can go all the way back to Ezell Ford and the first mural on the wall of Ezell Ford. And everything in that area. You seen Keith Bursey killed by LAPD. And obviously the cameras taken out of the Marathon clothing store and never returned. So there's a lot of evidence to basically weigh in on a verdict. And you guys can always enter your not guilty or guilty plea on Donald Trump here, and how y'all feel Eric's case is actually going to go. All your comments are well respected. And we held course in the streets the same as the insurrection did on Donald Trump, and it's not funny. It's very, very weird looking at all the video and the incidents that occurred at the Capitol building. It's not a, it's not a surprise when the DA closes and say that the actual conversation between Eric and Nipsey never happened as far as the snitch allegations, as we seen Cowboy come out and say the same thing. So what exactly happened, we will probably never find out until, Trump or anybody around Trump, can't decide to actually come out years down the line and admit the assassination of our dear brother through the hands of Eric Holder. A real controversial case as the jurors began to look at the evidence and render a judgment. Very fearful one, as they know the code does exist, and as the many friends of Nipsey Hussle didn't actually testify due to the code. We don't know if that's going to help this tomorrow or not, but I want to show y'all a video of LAPD, one of their top lieutenants, or whatever, sergeant, lieutenant, I'm not sure, actually saying to us who owned the property. And this was during the time of, the video shoots that were going on there after Nipsey was obviously assassinated. All Money In did a lot of different videos, and people were, still hurting and, posting videos of the, Nipsey Hussle to show their commemoration and honor him through a lot of songs. A lot of artists came through there to do music.
Suspect 6 on scene. U.S. independent girl. Before reaching gang group location.
a video shoot, not a gang group. Get it right. You need a supervisor here. Get it right. They have a permit. They have a permit for a video shoot. In addition to the Nipsey Hussle interview that we did with 77 Police Station, I went in with Tara Perry, who is a write-in candidate for the 8th District, to find out why the actual, video shoot of All Money In was broke up and an artist taken to jail. And we basically entered the facilities in hopes that we can get some answers about the custody conditions of the artist that was taken in, and we were able to get some additional information about Nipsey Hussle's ownership of the lot, as well as David Rose.
We're here today because yesterday there was a video shoot at Fatburger on Crenshaw and Slauson, and what we know is that there was one arrest, and after the arrest was secured and completed, there were 2 additional arrests and 2 vehicles were towed. At least 2 vehicles were towed. So in the police statement today, they only released that there was 1 arrest, and that was it. So we want to investigate further the other 2 arrests. What was the probable cause or probable suspicion, reasonable suspicion for those other 2 arrests, and just really figure out why they had to shut down the actual video shoot for the actions of one individual. This was an actual event where people spent money, spent their time, creativity, and came out to do, I believe it was a tribute video, and the whole thing got shut down. And I know that there were other videos that have been shut down in the past month or so. So we just want to kind of further investigate, like, is this now becoming a type of police intimidation to fuel gentrification?
Well, here's the issue. The lot is purposely or purchased by Nipsey Hussle. That's the other issue.
That's a rumor.
Huh?
I can tell you for a fact that's a rumor.
So he doesn't own the lot?
He doesn't own the lot.
Okay, this is...
That's what he said. So I don't know. We'll see.
He doesn't own his parking lot?
He doesn't own that lot.
He doesn't own.
Oh, so this would explain why they acting. Okay, see.
So what about the
we need to.
there?
I can't tell you where to start trying to figure out the Nipsey's property.
Did he used to own it?
My understanding, and I'm no city planner, I don't have access to these records. My understanding is somebody else is the legal owner, was leasing it to him, and once all of that occurred, the owner of the property pulled it back, and he's the one that set up that fence immediately around the property. I haven't been out in that area in a while. I don't even know if the fence is still up. Is there still a
David
fence around
Gross or David something.
I don't
That's
know
the
the guys.
owner.
That's his business partner.
Again, you're being respectful to me, so I'm trying to give you as much as I know that I've heard, and that's the last time I went that way. There was a fence
Yeah,
up around.
there's still a fence there,
So
but
that was the legal owner that put that.
The video shoot took place in the Fat Burger, and I'm not here to litigate the
no.
arrest of the gun charge or anything like that, right?
I like this. I'd rather do this here than out there where people think we're arguing. Like, we're having a great conversation. It's cool with me.
We just want more information as to why the rest of the people at the event shooting the video for one individual who gets arrested, and immediately the entire event is shut down.
Do you have a phone number here for
instead of him just removed as the problem?
No, up to gangs, because the gangs, no doubt, gangs is the one that was out in that area. And I'll give you a number for the gang
unit.
Office, gang unit. Ask to speak to a gang supervisor.
Sergeant Gonzalez, 5525.
Sure.
I think the fact that it was a Nipsey Hussle location was why they were there. We know very well that place is very much under a microscope. So for someone to come in with a pistol, I don't know. It's just a little far-fetched for me, but we'll see. I'm not into conspiracy theories. I'm about the facts, so we're here to get the facts. I'm Tara Perry, and I'm a concerned citizen of District 8, and I'm also a write-in candidate for LA City Council, District 8. I'm really just tired of this type of stuff happening, and I just think it's really time for us to stand up and say something and let our voices be heard.
What Mason 933, we're at 210 West Temple where the trial of Eric Holder is taking place. We're waiting to get some statements from possible people who was up in the actual courthouse when the trial started. So it was set to start today, which is February of 19th. And it seems like I'm the only press here, so I got a blog about it. But yeah, real calm environment here. We've been here many times before. Those who rode on the county bus pretty much know what it is. You get out from here or you go to the penitentiary from here. But Eric Holder is being held on $6 million bail, and from my understanding there is an investigation on how this investigation was even handled, and from my understanding he is naming names, and it could start as well as today. And as far as I know of, if it's a closed court or whatever have you, I see no press at this present time. So, as you were going in, I stopped you and I told you that there was the Nipsey Hussle case. Eric Holder is being obviously charged for the murder of Nipsey Hussle upstairs.
Yes.
And this is the opening arguments as far as I know of. What do you feel about you coming to the same courthouse and you finding out this information today?
I feel heartbroken, you know what I mean? He was beloved in the community, you know what I mean? Grade A rapper. Everybody loved him in the city, majority.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't want to get involved too much about Eric Holder. What do you think? The rumors in the streets. Hey, you heard about the case, you've been following it. What do you think, should be the punishment for somebody if they did commit a crime like that?
To tell you the truth, I'm not a judge, I'm not an attorney or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'll leave that up to the courts to decide.
Right.
But, he should get the maximum penalty.
Right.
They have, 100% evidence. They got him on camera and everything, so,
Right there.